one of the things on my front page today was me. So imagine my surprise when I saw me and how much of a traitor I am to the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Okay, so yeah, let's talk about that, because there was a tweet last night that I think a lot of people misinterpreted that you sent out about the Leafs being, or the Habs being money in the bank or something like that. What did you say?
Okay, here, I'm trying to find it. So someone goes, so what I initially did was I thanked everyone for watching the stream. Watch a Habs game with Steve Dangle. The numbers are incredible.
Awesome. Yeah.
It's so good. And the numbers, I was so surprised and pleased with how good the numbers were, despite we had just gremlins yesterday, just horrible technical difficulties that thankfully sorted themselves out by about halfway through the game, and all throughout the third and overtime, we were good. And so someone who I'm sure regrets ever tweeting me said, so how twisted are your emotions at being paid to stream the finals, but there are no Leafs? Because we're going to be doing Watch a Habs game with Steve Dangle in the Stanley Cup final this year because the Habs are there. And I said, the Habs have literally put more money in my pocket than the Leafs these playoffs. I've honestly never disliked the Leafs more. Those are two separate thoughts, as demonstrated by the separation of sentences. I go, the Habs, man, pleasure doing business with you. LOL. I'm having a blast doing these streams. If I waited for the Leafs, I'd be waiting forever. Giddy up.
So Jesse, how do you interpret that statement?
I interpreted that a very sleepy individual decided to fire up twitter.com and ramble on for a couple sentences.
That's a fair point.
This is my fault.
Oh,
my fault.
So I guess I got a bunch of. Here's the thing, Steve.
That's also not what I was saying.
You're a traitor, Jesse.
What were you saying, Jesse? What were you saying?
No, I was just saying it's just you had like 4 different thoughts in one tweet, so I can understand why it was misinterpreted. But all you had to do is just say, "Hey, it's been fun to do the streams," which I think you could have just said.
Yeah,
right.
Did you? Okay, misinterpreted. Fine. Do you see anywhere in there where I was like, I'm not cheering for the Leafs anymore? I'm a Habs fan now. I'm a fan for hire.
No, anybody who interpreted that way completely missed the point. And
the whole thing, the whole reason you do that. The whole reason you tweeted is because you're mad at the fucking Leafs, man.
I am mad at the Leafs.
All right. So
I am mad at if you're a Leafs fan and you're not mad at the Leafs right now, I don't understand how you ever watch a game and cheer for them.
Jesse, are you mad at the Leafs?
Because bad things don't register for you. I don't understand how good things do that. Like your radar, your whatever, something's broken in there. Something's not working properly.
Jesse, you mad at the Leafs?
I am not thinking about them, which I think is worse. Yeah. So yes, and yes.
That's worse.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's apathy, my friend.
Yeah.
Me going heel, me going full Hulk Hogan NWO, and giving the leg drop to Macho Man Randy Savage and going to the Montreal Canadiens as a fan and abandoning the Leafs would be better for the Leafs than just not caring.
Well,
they got to win back my caring right now. Like that's where I'm at.
Yeah, they do.
You got to understand that every time that there's fallout from something you tweet, I get it. Because people are like, well, Adam knows Steve and his DMs are open, so I'm going to tweet him and see what he thinks about it. Now,
I'm going to tell Adam, like, Steve's his friggin' dog.
Well, there's a lot of people who will message me, and I know they mean well, like, hey, can you pass this to Steve? And it's like, no, I can't, because there's like 40 messages like that every day, and I completely understand. But I did get
how I am to you.
Really?
All I get is messages for Adam to pass along.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I got one from, I'll tell you one right now. I got one from a history teacher in the GTA who wanted to pass along that they think it's a great idea for you to start a History Corner podcast.
Love it.
Because history is so boring. And that's a teacher in the GTA. And they said they don't have Twitter, but they want to pass this along. So they sent through an email and they wanted me to tell you that. So
through the contact submission form in our sdpn.ca website?
Yes.
Wow. They're a history teacher because they use something historic to get in touch with us. It's crazy. Email. I think at the end of the day here, Steve, I think some people took it as you were gambling on the Montreal Canadiens, meaning like
I don't understand how they got there.
Because you said money in the bank or something?
Money in your pocket.
I said they put more money in my pocket than the Leafs these playoffs. So and I think, followed.
Sorry, go ahead.
I followed it up. Someone goes, I get it too. I think where a lot of people are reading too much into it is him talking about how much money he is making while talking about the Habs. He's continuing to work by watching Habs games on stream. I'm certain he wishes it were the Leafs he was covering.
Steve, what do you do for a living?
Make videos about hockey.
Specifically?
The Toronto Maple Leafs on my channel.
So when the Leafs are out, what happens?
I just like a bear, I go to sleep for several months and I awake in training camp.
Part of the reason this show even exists is because the Leafs have been terrible and we needed other ways to vent and talk. And, and so, anyway, at the end of the day, it seems like a misunderstanding. Yeah. Steve is not gambling on the Habs. He's not cheering for the Habs. And listen, man, and I think you made a good point earlier, Steve, and I unfortunately cut you off because I'm a mess today, and I'll just be straight up with that. I do not feel good. If you're not mad at what happened with the Leafs, you haven't been watching the Montreal Canadiens. Like it's frustrating. And somebody actually in my DMs today was very thoughtful and they said, well, I just don't get it. I just don't understand how you can be this mad. There's still hope. And of course there is.
God bless you.
Yeah.
God bless you.
Now,
there's
much younger.
Every season when they drop the puck, all 32 teams can win the Stanley Cup. That's there's always hope.
Always hope.
I'm going to be there too.
I think that there are some things though that occurred. And we're going to talk about this when it comes to Mark Stone as well, when it comes to Vegas and what happened to them in this series. We'll get to that in just a second, by the way.
Yeah.
There's some body language things that I saw with the Leafs this playoffs that were extremely concerning. There is some stuff that frankly happened behind the scenes that we'll never get into that I'm frankly super still pissed off about. And I think there's a culture again of entitlement here. And until such time as they prove otherwise, I think that I felt like I was quit on as a fan, frankly. So in fact, based on what happened, it's quite clear that there are certain people that are not willing to take responsibility for what happened. So anyway, long story short, let's get to Vegas and Montreal. I can understand the outrage from Leaf fans. We're all just mad.
Oh,
how about, like, you keep asking me what it's going to take for the Leafs to get us all back and excited? Big move this summer. We're going to need a big move.